Hello, it's Suzanne here, and are you ready for the deep relaxation and calming hypnosis session? I hope you are. I'll just wait a little bit until people find this live in the group and come and join us. Let me know if you're there. Say hi in the comments. Are you looking forward to this? It's going to be so chill. Whatever's going on in your mind right now, you could calm it down, I promise you, today. And if you'd like a free audio of the hypnosis part, then let me know afterwards and I'll send it to you. That's no problem. You can listen to it then whenever you feel like you need it. Either during the day if you've got the time, but if you've got kids around and it's just impossible, then you can listen to it before you go to bed. Okay. All right then. So let's start. So first of all, I'd like to start off with telling you what hypnosis is and what it isn't, because there are a lot of misconceptions about hypnosis. So I just wanted to clear those up beforehand, just in case you're a little bit worried. And then I would like to give you a couple of lines about who I am and what I do. And because, you know, I might be a complete stranger to some of you. And then I'd like to move on to some ideas to help you in your conscious mind to feel more calm and relaxed. Techniques that you might have heard about elsewhere, but they are very, very important to help you feel calm and relaxed, because you have to decide to feel calm and relaxed. And so then you have to do something about it. And it doesn't have to take a lot of effort. Some of the conscious things might do, but the wonderful thing about hypnosis is that it happens subconsciously, which we'll talk about in a minute. And it doesn't require any effort at all. You just listen to the audio and it reprograms your mind. It's quite wonderful. That's how I got into hypnosis. Then we'll move on to fun exercises to show you the power of your mind and how hypnosis works by kind of just leaving the control in the corner. We'll call the control if we need it. We let go and we just relax and let your subconscious mind do its perfect work. So that's how hypnosis works, and we'll do some fun exercises to demonstrate that to you, and you'll be really amazed at the results, I can tell you. And then we'll move on to the deep relaxation hypnosis part, where it will take about 12 or 13 minutes. So that's the part where you definitely need to be quiet, nobody disturbing you. So put the kids in front of the telly or something if possible, just for those 12, like, let's say 15 minutes in total, until you get settled. And then afterwards, when you come round and stretch, so that you can really reap the benefits of it if you can. And if you're watching this on replay, please type #replay and let me know how you get on with it. Okay, all right, let's start. So what is hypnosis and what isn't it? So hypnosis and what are its benefits as well? Well, hypnosis is a natural state of mind with very, very special characteristics. It's a natural state of mind. It's not forbidden by any religion or anything like that. It's not religious or anything that's voodoo or what have you. It's using your own facilities. Everybody has the power to change something in their life if you want to. And hypnosis is a natural state of mind where it gets your energy working more for you than against you. So if you feel like you're struggling uphill and you're banging your head against a brick wall, figuratively, then you might be doing it literally too, then hypnosis can help you to get you where you want to go and get your energy working more for you than against you. So rather than like, I'm always like this and I'm always anxious and I'm always worried, if you decide you want to change, you've had enough and you want to change and you want to do something about it, then hypnosis can help you to change that so that you are calmer and more relaxed. I used to be a massive worrier, and I'm quite pessimistic. I grew up with worriers and pessimists, like the real doomsday scenario type parents, unfortunately. Bless them. And but I changed that all around through all the personal development that I've been doing since my nervous breakdown 20 years ago. And then I discovered hypnosis about 8 or 10 years ago, and that totally changed my life. I mean, it wasn't an uphill struggle to change things anymore. It was really, really easy with hypnosis. Once you've decided you want to change, then that's 50% actually of the effort that you need to make, and then the rest is really quite easy. Hypnosis also gives you it has an extraordinary quality of mental, physical and emotional relaxation, and many people do hypnosis purely for the relaxation alone. There are so many other benefits to hypnosis once you realize how relaxed you get with hypnosis and how you can just relax and let go of the control and allow the suggestions that I make to work on you and to work on your subconscious mind. You'll be like, oh my goodness, if this works with something so generic, just me making like a general video for you guys, and it not being specific, what would it be like if it was specific for me, tailor-made to me, for my particular issues that I want to change? That was the real eye-opener for me when I discovered hypnosis. It was like I was listening to a generic CD on weight loss after the birth of my first son, and I was like, wow, if this works, like this generic CD, it works on me, what would it be like if I had an individual session? Wow, that blew my mind. And I had to become a hypnotherapist when I discovered that, because I was just like, this is so quick, it's so effortless, and it's so long lasting. I can't even really remember. I say to you, yeah, I used to be a worrier and pessimistic and stuff, and I really did. People used to call me Panic at school because I used to worry about things and think about things so much. But I can't really remember how that used to feel, because I don't feel like that anymore, and that's such a life-changing thing. So that's hypnosis is just amazing. As you can hear, I'm totally sold on it, and I hope you will be after this session too. Okay, hypnosis allows you to follow through on your plans much better, because you're utilizing your subconscious mind, your imagination. That's what your subconscious mind is. You're utilizing that and not your conscious thinking mind. So you might want to achieve this goal, or do this, or be like this, or feel like that. That's your conscious mind. But if your subconscious mind is not on board for whatever reason, then there's going to be a disharmony between the two. And hypnosis gets all parts of your brain working together as a team, so that your subconscious mind, if it's stopping you from doing something, it's blocking you, it then understands it can let go of that reason, because we clear it up in hypnosis. In subsequent sessions we can do that, and then it goes, oh, okay, so it is safe to do this and this, or be like this, or feel like this. And then you get the harmony between the conscious and the subconscious mind, and that's where the magic happens. And so you can follow through on your plans much better, because both parts of your brain are working together. In hypnosis too, your body and your mind can self-regulate much more naturally without the demands and stresses of the outside world. So you can kind of just let go of everything that's going on around you, all the madness. It's almost like one of those slow motion films. You can let go, chill out, and self-regulate your body and your mind. We have all these additional stresses. We have so many stresses anyway in our everyday life. Goodness me, humans were not designed to be this stressed and to do so many things. But hypnosis can give you that little tiny oasis of calm that then goes on for longer and longer after you've actually listened to the audio or done the session, because it self-regulates your body and your mind so that it is much calmer. When everyone else is losing their head around you, you can be calm in the midst of it. Hypnosis can also kind of, or you can decide through with hypnosis whether you want to block out sounds and feelings. So like pain, for example, or if there's stuff going on around you, you can block it out, reduce it, or so that you can focus on something else instead. It's really, really such an amazing modality. And it helps you, like, going on from the plans thing, carrying out your plans more easily. If it helps you to be more willing to make changes in your life because you see the potential to expand your comfort zone and move beyond your current limitations. It shows you what's possible and beyond. And it's just, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. And that is so exciting to be able to do that. And hypnosis can really help you in a quick and easy way. So, has anybody got any questions? That's how it. Okay. So, what isn't hypnosis? This is really, really important to talk about because a lot of people don't have any experience of hypnosis, or they've seen some kind of film or read something about it, or they've seen a show on holiday on the stage or on a TV program, and that's their only experience of hypnosis. They might know somebody who's lost weight or stopped smoking through hypnosis, but they don't really know what happens and you know how it works. So I wanted to clear that up with you first before we move on to the fun exercises and some tips on how to keep calm and relaxed. So hypnosis is definitely not a loss of control. A lot of people fear that it's a loss of control and you're like some kind of zombie, that somebody has complete control of you like a marionette. It's not like that at all. It might look like that on a stage show, but let me explain to you what happens before the stage show. Before the stage show, there's a warm-up, or the TV program, there's a warm-up session, you know, they get them all excited and stuff. But the hypnotist will have do a warm-up with the audience by doing some fun exercises, similar to the ones that we're going to do later. And he'll see which of the people are the most suggestible, which means coachable. The ones that responded best to his exercises. So he'll pick those out, and then he'll say to those people who'd love to come on the stage later. And the exhibitionists, or the extroverts, or more like the exhibitionists among them, will say, me, I want to go up on the stage later. And then he asks the magic question. He says, will you do anything that I say? Now, once they've given their permission to that, and they say, yeah, I'll do whatever you say, then that is the permission for the subconscious mind to allow him to give them the commands, and then they will, or the suggestions, not commands, it's suggestions, and they carry it out. But the thing is that you don't realize is he knows exactly, he's very, very skilled, or she, very, very skilled, and knows exactly how far he can go with his suggestions with the people on stage. And because they're exhibitionists, they don't mind if they make a bit of a fool of themselves on stage. It's all good fun. But they are completely conscious of what's going on. They're not conscious of what's going on, but they could change it if they wanted to, because if he suggested something to them that they didn't agree with, or that went beyond their boundaries, like go and snog that guy over there, or strip off naked in front of the audience, if that went beyond what they were comfortable with, they could stop doing it and refuse to do it and just not do it, because you are fully under control. You still have the control yourself. I know I say we leave the control in the corner, but it's just what you're comfortable with, you do, and what you're not comfortable with. It's like in the CD for weight loss that I listened to years and years ago, there was a suggestion on there that said, you're going to give up dairy and wheat, dairy and wheat, that's right, gluten and wheat. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So I was lying there nice and relaxed, in trance. I was like, I don't want to do that. I just want to be a moderate eater. So I just rejected those suggestions, took on the other ones, and I still lost weight. Obviously, in a therapeutic setting, if I made suggestions that you weren't ready for yet, you could refuse, reject them, and then we could work on what it is that's holding you back from that, or work on more specifically on what you want to achieve if that wasn't quite right. But obviously I'm not going to make suggestions that are completely against your morals or anything like that, because that's not what therapy is for. Stage hypnosis is something totally different. But if that's your only experience of hypnosis, then that's something I wanted to clear up with you. Another fear that people have is not hearing or knowing what's going on. Yeah, sometimes you do kind of drift off when you're in trance and you think you're asleep, but really it's just a sleep of your nervous system because you're so relaxed. And you might not hear it consciously, but your subconscious mind is always listening, so don't worry about it. And of course, for example, in this session, you can look at it again and again. And also, if I send you the audio, if you want it afterwards, if you're like, oh, this is brilliant, I really want the audio, then you can just put it on and listen to it without doing the relaxation part at the beginning. And then you will know exactly what I say. And then you can say, okay, I agree with that. And you can then relax and get on with it and listen to it and let it do its wonderful work. Some people also fear not coming out of trance. They say, well, you know, what if I don't come out of trance, you know? Well, I say to people, well, do you wake up without an alarm at the weekend? And they say, yeah, when I've had enough sleep. It might be a bit later than normal, but yeah. And I say, well, that's exactly the same with trance. You're just kind of become fully aware again without me bringing you out of trance, if that was the case, you know. So that's what happens. It's not like I put you in some kind of state that you can't get yourself out of. It's a totally natural state, similar to sleeping. Hypnosis comes from the Greek word hypnos, which means sleep. They didn't have another word for it. It's not really sleep, it's sleep of the nervous system, but it looks like people are sleeping, but they're not. You're aware of what's going on around you, but you're just in this relaxed state and you just don't care what's going on around you. And that's such a wonderful state to be in sometimes. Okay, so any questions? Right, well, let's move on to the next part, who I am and what I do. Okay, so I'm Suzanne. I'm a hypnotherapist and I help people, mainly online business owners and corporate professionals, believe in themselves and in their dreams at a deep core level. And I help them turn their dreams, goals and wishes into reality by reactivating the confidence inside them that they were born with, so that they learn to look after themselves and love themselves better. They learn to trust their instincts again, or trust them more, and they do what's right for them rather than all the other people out there. You do what's right for you. And my clients, they then learn to strive for excellence and drop perfectionism, that toxic perfectionism, and they let go of the fear of criticism and they feel happy in their own skin because they're doing what's right for them. And I do this with a form of hypnotherapy called transforming therapy, which gets to the root of the issue that is holding you back, and it releases it so that you can truly become who you want to be and achieve what you want to achieve in just a handful of sessions. It's so quick and life-changing and so effective and so easy. I just had to become a hypnotherapist when I discovered this. Right, so now moving on to some ideas to help you feel calm and relaxed when you're, in your everyday life. First things first, limit your news intake. I would highly recommend you stop watching television news because you've got the sound and the pictures, and they love all the emotional stuff. They don't give you facts anymore, or very few. It's all emotional stuff. So ditch it, especially in the mornings, first thing when you wake up and when you go to bed. I mean, how are you going to get a good night's sleep if you've got all that doom and gloom going around your brain? And what a horrendous way to wake up when, you can choose how you want the day to start. Choose not to listen to the news, please. If you want to be informed, ask somebody else or read an article, because then you don't have all the pictures and doom and gloom. Read an article of a reputable newspaper or an app, but please switch the notifications off, because you want to be in control of how you feel more and more. Don't let yourself be controlled by the outside world. You control it. So switch off those damn notifications and you decide, okay, I'm ready now. It's maybe after lunch or something. I want to read an article. I want to open the app, for 10 minutes, put a timer on or something, so you don't get sucked into the black hole. And the same with social media. And you choose how to live your life and what you put into your life and what influences your life. Don't let it be controlled from the outside. I really would highly recommend that. Now, everybody talks about self-care, and it is so important to put your oxygen mask on first before you try to put those of other people on. What can you do that fills you with joy and peace? What grounds you? Something that, takes 5 minutes. Take your cup of tea or cup of coffee outside, breathe some fresh air, leave everyone else in the house while you just breathe some fresh air, and tell them, I'm going out for 5 minutes, I'll be back in a minute, but I just need a couple of minutes on my own. And the more you repeat that, the more they'll understand it, and they will leave you alone, and you can just come back down to earth. What about phoning a positive friend rather than the doom and gloom merchants? Phone a positive friend, or one that makes you laugh. Obviously, you might still have to have contact with those people that are quite negative, and that's understandable, and it's important to listen to them if they're struggling, but please limit the time. It's so important. This is all about you deciding what you want in your life rather than being controlled by the outside world and other people. You choose. It's your life. You choose what you want in your life, and you choose how long you have these things in your life. Watch a comedy show on Netflix or on YouTube. Take a bath, go for a walk on your own if you're still allowed to do that without headphones or the phone on. Read some chick lit or something funny. Go to bed early. Get enough sleep. These are really stressful times, and we're stressed enough as it is without bloody pandemic going on. So make sure you get enough sleep. Your body is stressed a little bit more. It's going to be more relaxed with the hypnosis, and you'll feel the effects of it going on long term if you listen to the audio every day. But make sure you get enough sleep. That is so important. If you've had a rough night or a short night, not enough sleep, you woke up in a deep sleep phase and you're really out of it, that's not a very good way to start the day, and it might ramp up anxiety or worry, nervousness, whatever it is. You'll have a short fuse. Make sure you get enough sleep. It's so important. And maybe let go of the rules a little bit. Loosen them up a little bit. Relax them a little bit. Because everybody's going through stressful times at the moment. And it might just be okay for your kids to watch a little bit more TV or play a little bit more on the computers. And because everybody's going through a stressful time at the moment. We've all had their homeschooling for a few weeks. Now we've got the Easter holidays. Just let go of some of the rules for a bit so that you can have a little bit of time for yourself, and maybe cuddle up on the sofa with your kids while they, read to them or something instead. It's really important to know yourself. I did the Gallup Strengths test a few years ago, and God, I just thought there was some little man in the computer who'd been watching me, because it was, how do you know me so well? It's a really, really well-established test, Gallup, Gallup, Strengths test. And you can get a short version or the long version. I was so impressed I got the long version in the end. But it really helped me to realise what my strengths are and how to articulate them. That sounds a bit weird, like how do you not, how did I not know what my strengths were? I couldn't really articulate them. And it also showed me what I'm really good at, but it also showed me what I'm not so good at. So that's where it's important too, because then you can ask for help in those areas and say, that's just not one of my strengths. And there's no point in working on your weaknesses. Just work on your strengths and ask other people for help with the weaknesses, because it's just a waste of time really to try and build up something that you're just naturally not good at, or you're never going to be good at, unless you really, really want to be good at it, and then you can work on it. Also, I found out that I'm highly sensitive only last year, and I'm like, oh my God, so I'm not weird. I'm not, my mum always used to say to me, oh, you think too much, Suzanne. And I'm like, now I know it's because I'm highly sensitive. I'm not weird. I'm just one of the 20% of people who are highly sensitive. Obviously, the majority of people, the 80% of people, think I'm probably a bit weird because I think too much. But now I can articulate it and say, no, it's okay. I don't think too much. I just think a little bit more than you do. Because non-highly sensitive people don't think so much. They just go out there and do it, or don't do it, but they don't think. And I think of all the consequences, like all the way down the line. That's probably why all the kids used to scream panic, because I used to think so much when I was a kid, but I used to worry as well, but I don't do that anymore. So I can ask for help in areas where I need it, and also I can tell people how I am and what I need. So I can say, right, highly sensitive also means for me that I need peace and quiet. If too many things are going on, I just like say, they say, where are you going? And I'm like, just gonna nip out for, upstairs for 10 minutes. I just need a bit of calm and quiet, and then I'll be back and I'll be fine. So I can tell people about that, and it just makes me feel much better about myself because I know myself much better. Are you introvert? Are you extrovert? Are you ADHD? My youngest son is ADHD, so I'm learning to deal with that and how to cope with that, and so that he can also tell people how he is and how he thinks and how he acts, and no, he's not weird, he's just different. Okay, so it's really important to know yourself. Another thing I would like to share with you is be careful what you say, especially to yourself. Choose the pictures and the words in your mind carefully. Make sure that they are as positive as possible. If you find yourself going down that negative spiral, stop yourself. Have an elastic band around your wrist as a pattern interrupter, or do some tapping to get rid of it. If you don't know about tapping, EFT tapping, look it up on YouTube. There's some wonderful, wonderful people out there. Brad Yates is a great guy to look up. But change those thoughts and pictures in your mind to positive ones. Now, an example of, or a bad example of positive is, I don't want to worry anymore. I'm not worrying anymore. Okay, that's unfortunately not a good one, because your subconscious mind doesn't understand the negatives. It just hears worry, worry, worry at the end of the sentence. So turn it around. How do you actually want to be? I want to be calm. I am calm and relaxed. I have phenomenal coping skills. I am resourceful. I'm resilient. I can cope with anything. I'm adaptable. I embrace change. You might not actually believe it yet. Use the present tense though, and tell yourself what you want, even if you haven't achieved it yet. Even if you don't really believe it, your subconscious mind will believe it because you're telling it to. It's the kind of like Neanderthal brain part. So it believes what you tell it. If you say worry, 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 it'll say, okay, I'll carry on worrying. If you say calm and relaxed, eventually it will get there. Unless, of course, you do hypnosis, then it happens very quickly. Okay, and that bit's coming in a minute. And please, please, please praise yourself for all of the little tiny things and big things that you achieve every single day. Pat yourself on the back, give yourself a hug for the meal that you cooked, the 10 minutes that you read to your child, the fact that you left the room and went to go and breathe outside for 5 minutes instead of screaming and shouting at everybody. Okay, praise yourself for all of the little things, big things that you achieve every day. You are doing a phenomenal job, and I want you to acknowledge that and start loving yourself more and more by praising yourself for every little step that you take. Okay, now a couple of comments here. I'd absolutely love the audio afterwards as I'm listening while entertaining my 4-year-old. Yeah, it's okay. That's fine. I'll send it to you so that you can listen to it at bed at night, or when your 4-year-old's having a nap, if they still have a nap at that age. And maybe for the next part that's coming up, the little fun exercises that we're doing, you can do it with your child perhaps. And the hypnosis bit, maybe you can escape for like 15 minutes or something, but maybe not. And Julie says, I'd love to have just one night where I sleep at the moment. Right, okay, well, listen to the audio Allow yourself to relax into the audio. At the end of the audio, actually, I put an extra bit on the end that says, when I take you out of the trance at the end, but then I put an extra bit on the end for the audio saying, ignore the last bit, and if you're in bed, ignore the last bit and just drift off into a peaceful and deep sleep and wake up at your usual time feeling refreshed and invigorated and stuff. So the audio is perfect for that. If you're going to do it before bed, just completely ignore the bit where I bring you back to awareness and drift off to sleep. Wonderful. Okay, so I hope that helps. You can have that afterwards. Right, let's do the fun exercises now then. So I want you to sit upright with your feet, both your feet flat on the floor. You don't need to do this right now, but I'll just explain the instructions to you. And you stretch both arms out straight in front of you, your shoulders down, relaxed, but your arms straight, reaching out as far as you can. And then have your left hand facing down and your right hand with the palm up so that it faces the ceiling, and curl the fingers of your right hand slightly. And I'm going to start the directions by counting from 3 to 1. And as I count from 3 to 1, first fix your eyes on a spot on the ceiling or the wall. And then I'll say 3, 2, 1. And as I get to 1, close your eyelids down. The moment that your eyelids close down, I want you to imagine that in your right hand, I'm placing a plastic bucket, and the handle of that bucket will go in the palm of your right hand. And in that bucket, there's wet sand, which weighs about 20 pounds. And as that bucket goes into your hand and you hold that picture in your imagination, you'll begin to feel the weight pulling your right hand down, down, down. But remember to keep your fingers curled because you don't want to drop the bucket. At the same time that I put the bucket in your right hand, I'm going to tie a string around your left wrist. And on the other end of that string is a huge helium-filled balloon. And because helium is lighter than air, when I let go of the balloon, it's going to tug your left hand right on up higher and higher as the right hand is being pulled down, down, down. Okay? All right. So stretch your arms out in front of you. Sit on the edge of your seat, sitting upright. You can stand up and do it, of course, as well. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Shoulders relaxed. Left hand, palm facing downwards. Right hand, palm facing upwards. Fingers curled. Okay, are you ready now? So fix your eyes on a spot on the ceiling. Leave your head straight. 3, 2, 1. Close your eyelids down. Now I'm reaching out and I'm putting the bucket into your right hand. There it is. It's got 20 pounds of wet sand in it. You feel that weight, but be careful. Don't let it pull your arm down too quickly. But on the other hand, don't struggle and force your arm up in order to show how strong you are. And now I'm going to tie the string around your left wrist. Here I go now. It's tied. And on the other end of that string is that huge helium-filled balloon. And it begins to draw your left hand right on up, higher and higher, coming up, moving up, as your right hand is being pulled down, down, down. What colour is your bucket? Become aware of the colour of the bucket. And what colour is your balloon as your left hand is being pulled higher and higher and higher, and your right hand is being pulled down, down, down. As you test your imagination, as you begin to become aware of your left arm rising higher, your right arm is being drawn down. Your right arm is being pulled down and your left arm is going up and up and up, higher and higher. Now I want you to stop. Don't move a muscle. Hold your arms exactly as they are and open your eyes. Look at where your arms are. Okay, now you can relax them. How did you do? Did you surprise yourself there? Were your arms further apart than you thought or closer together than you thought? Because sometimes you think they're like this, but they're not, like this and they're not. Or sometimes you think they're much further apart and they're only like this. Did your arms feel light and heavy? Light and heavy, or the other way around even? Was one warmer than the other? Let's see. Okay. Whatever your response to this fun exercise, the fact that you responded, however big or small the movement, however light or heavy your arms felt, your subconscious mind responded to the suggestions, and that's wonderful. There was no bucket with heavy sand, and there was no helium-filled balloon. Your subconscious mind responded to the suggestions that they were there. And since your subconscious mind clearly has the power to move your arms and respond to the suggestions, it certainly has the power to carry out all of the desired suggestions for the things that you want to achieve, like relaxation and calmness. And that's how hypnosis works. Okay, responding to the suggestions. If you didn't get a very good response, it doesn't matter, because that's something that you can practice, and you still got a response. And the fact that even if you didn't get any response whatsoever, that's another key. It's like, I can learn from this. It's like I was hanging on to control there. Right, next time, so when we do the second exercise in a minute, we'll leave the control in the corner. We'll say, park it over there, and say, thank you very much, but I don't need you right now. I'm going to let go, and I'm just going to allow my subconscious mind to do its work. Because, you might not have been using your subconscious mind very much in your life. Nobody ever teaches you to use it. Nobody even tells you that you've got one. It's all thinking nowadays. But your imagination is so important to use, and that's what your subconscious mind is basically. It's your imagination, it's your feeling mind. So once you start activating that more and using it more, wow, the potential is phenomenal what you can achieve. Okay, so right, my right arm is actually hurting. Right, my arms were aching. Okay, wonderful. That's amazing. Excellent. Thanks for your comments, guys. All right, so the power of your subconscious mind is just mind-blowing. Okay, you ready for the next exercise? This one's a little less strenuous. This time you can sit back nice and comfortably. Sit back comfortably. Place both hands loosely on your thighs, but not touching each other. Maybe your legs slightly separated so they're not touching each other either, and rest your 2 feet flat on the floor. Okay, so this is your lap. This is your hand on your lap, just as an example, because you can't see my lap. Okay, so in a moment, I'm going to ask you to close your eyelids down. When they're closed, I'll begin counting from 1 up to 20. And as I count, I'll suggest that a light, easy, pleasant feeling moves into your right hand and into your right arm. And as I continue counting, that feeling grows stronger and stronger. Then soon you feel the first slight movement of the fingers and twitching of the muscles. And then your hand begins to lift. You can lift like this, like this, like this. It doesn't matter. It's all good. And your arm begins to lift. And it continues moving, lifting and rising until it comes to rest over on your body. Now, when you feel that movement in your hand and in your arm, and it's moving and lifting and rising and coming over to rest upon your body, don't try to resist, because you could resist if you wanted to, but that's not why you're doing this exercise. It's not an exercise to check your capacity for resistance. It's an exercise to check your capacity to respond to the suggestions. Okay, so bye-bye control. We don't need you right now. Over there, bye-bye. Let you go for a second. You can have a little rest while I do this exercise and use that part of my brain that I might not be using too much up to now, called your imagination, your subconscious mind. Okay, now sit back relaxed, hands on your thighs loosely, your feet on the floor, flat on the floor. Get ready now. 3, 2, 1. Close your eyelids down. I want you now to focus your attention down to your right hand. Without moving your fingers or your hand, become aware of the material in the clothing beneath your fingertips. Now I'm going to ask you to become even more aware, to increase your sensitivity. Explore with your mind what's going on in and around your right hand. For example, is your hand warm, hot, cool, cold? Having made that decision, check it out in comparison to your left hand. Is your left hand's temperature different from that of your right hand? Now with your mind, go back to your right hand and check this. Is the palm of your right hand dry or damp? Go back and check the left hand. Is it the same as the right hand or is it different? Now over to the right hand once again. I want you to pick up the beating of the pulse and the wrist. Focus on that. Become very sensitive to it. And as I count from 1 up to 20, that light, easy, pleasant feeling moves into your right hand and into your right arm. And as I continue counting, that feeling grows stronger and stronger. Soon you'll feel the first slight movement of the fingers and twitching of the muscles. Then your hand begins to lift. Your arm begins to lift and it continues moving, lifting and rising until it comes to rest upon your chest or maybe on your chin or your cheek or even the top of your head. And when you feel that movement in your hand and in your arm, don't try to resist. You could resist if you chose to, but that's not why you're here. Just let your subconscious mind do its perfect work. Number 1, the first light, easy sensation moves into the fingertips of your right hand. Number 2, the feeling is spreading around beneath the fingernails. On number 3, it's moving up to the first joint of the fingers. Number 4, the first light movement begins taking place, slight movements of the fingers and twitching of the muscles. Number 5, that light sensation spreads across the back of your hand. Number 6, it's moving up and spreading up towards your wrist. You're doing really well. Now on number 7, at the same time, your left hand and arm begin to feel very heavy, beginning to feel just as heavy as lead. While on number 8, the light sensation spreads through the palm of your right hand and it's beginning to move and to lift and to rise. Now at number 9, that light sensation has spread up and into your wrist. Number 10, from the fingertips all the way up to the wrist, your hand is light and free and beginning to lift, just as light as a feather floating in the breeze and even lighter, as light as a helium-filled balloon. Just as a helium-filled balloon will rise and float towards the ceiling, in the same way that right hand is moving and lifting and rising. You're doing so well. Number 11. And think of your left hand now, and your left hand feels as heavy as lead. On number 12, your right hand is moving and lifting and rising. 13, it's spreading up towards your elbow now. While on 14, your hand is moving, lifting and rising, and it may even go all the way up to where it's pointing towards the ceiling. On 15, into your elbow now. Your hand is so light and free that it's moving and lifting and rising, coming up and moving up until it comes to rest upon your body. And as you feel that movement, just let your hand continue to rise. Allow it to do exactly what I suggest. On 16, just rising and rising. You're doing brilliantly. Well done. On number 17, moving and lifting and rising. On number 18, that's it. Let it continue. Moving, lifting and rising. Number 19, that's good. On the next number now, that hand is moving in towards your body. Number 20, moving in closer and closer until it touches your body. It's moving in closer now. It's inching in. Yeah, that's great. Well done. Yeah, it's moving in closer and closer until it touches your body. That's good. Well done. And now I'm going to count from 3 down to 1. And as I count, your hand drops limply in your lap. 3, 2, 1. Let it drop limply. That's good. And now I'm going to count from 1 up to 3. And as I count, let your eyelids open, feeling fully awake and alert. 1, 2, 3. Let your eyelids open now. How do you feel? Did you surprise yourself there? Did your hands feel different? Was one warmer than the other? Was one drier than the other? Was one lighter than the other? Could you feel the pulse? Did you feel a tingling or a twitching sensation in either hand? And did your hand move? Did it rise up? Did it come in and touch your body? Because I can't see you, so I'd love to have your responses. Whatever your response, you did really well, because all of these differences, even if it's a small difference and your hand didn't even rise, if you felt something different, there was a difference in temperature between your hands, there was a tingling in one or tingling in both, one was warmer than the other. If you felt a difference, they are all subconscious responses to the suggestions only. There is absolutely no reason that one hand should feel lighter or different to the other. There's no reason why your hand should lift up. There's no reason why one should feel heavier than the other. Maybe your left hand felt really heavy like lead. They're all responses, and they're all responses that you can also improve by practice. And that's a wonderful thing. You can learn to use your imagination more and more. It's not like, oh, I can't do that, so I'm never going to do it. No, it's something that you can learn. So you can improve with practice. And again, this exercise shows that your subconscious mind clearly has the power to lift your hand off your lap or feel these differences. And it certainly has the power to carry out all the desired suggestions that you'll hear in the upcoming hypnosis part of the session, to make you feel, or to help you feel, allow yourself to feel calm and relaxed in any time, but especially in this crazy time. This is my little oasis of calm. And it builds up with more and more practice and listening to the audio again and again every day. And if you need individual help with certain things, then reach out to me and send me a message and we can do something individual. But try this audio out first. And if you're absolutely amazed and so excited about the results and you want to work on something else, then you can reach out to me and we can talk about how I can help you on your individual things. Okay? Right. So, are you ready to get relaxed and calm? This is the bit where you need to be on your own if possible. If not, come back to the video later or ask me for the audio, and then you can do it when you get a minute on your own or when you go to bed. Okay, so again, you need to be sitting in a relaxed position. Okay. Make sure that you're comfortable. You can remove perhaps your glasses or your shoes or any restrictive clothing. And make sure that you won't be disturbed. So switch off your children, your glasses, devices, doorbell, if you've got it. Put your pets in another room, because once you're relaxed, they like to come over and have a look and see, and then the cat might jump on your lap or something. So if you can, put them in another room. That's a good idea. Dogs like to come and cuddle up when you're really relaxed. They sense the relaxation and they want to share it with you. So it might be a bit disturbing, so put them in another room. And tell your family not to disturb you or interrupt you. You'll be back in a short while. While you're listening, your relaxed attention is required. So for your safety, please make sure you're not doing anything else. Please, especially driving, do not operate heavy machinery or drive while you're doing this. And while you're listening, if your attention is needed elsewhere for any reason, you open your eyes and you're fully aware and active immediately. Okay, so are you ready? Right, let's go. Now, sit or lie back comfortably with your legs slightly separated, your arms by your sides, not touching your body, or on your lap and not touching each other. Look up as high as you can without moving your head, as if you were looking into your eyebrows, and fix your eyes on a spot on the ceiling overhead. Just stare at that spot without moving a muscle. And now take a deep breath in and fill up your lungs. Exhale slowly. Sleep now. Keep your eyes up and take a second and even deeper breath. Exhale slowly. Sleep now. And now third deep breath. Exhale slowly. Sleep now. Just let your eyelids close down. and let each muscle and nerve begin to get loose and limp and relaxed. Let all of your cares and tensions just begin fading away. You are now relaxing more with each sound that you hear, and with each easy breath that you take, you're going deeper into drowsy relaxation. Now, with each easy breath that you take, allow the relaxation to spread all over your body, from your head to your toes to your fingertips. Let each easy breath send you deeper and deeper into hypnotic relaxation. Let the relaxation spread now through the top of your head, down through the back of your head, through the base of your skull, through the back of your neck. Let the relaxation spread from the top of your head down to your forehead area, through your eyes, through your nose, through your cheeks and jaws, through your mouth to your tongue. Let the relaxation spread into the neck and throat area. Let your neck and shoulders relax, and let all of your muscles in your neck become loose and limp, just like loose elastic bands. Just let that relaxation spread right down from your shoulders, down your arms, into your elbows, spreading down through your forearms and into your wrists and hands, and into your fingers and thumbs. Let all of those muscles relax more and more. Now let the relaxation spread from your shoulders down along your back, through all the muscles in your back, down along your spine, resting, relaxing, and letting go. Let the relaxation spread through the front and sides of your body. Let the chest muscles relax so that your breathing becomes more relaxed, deeper and easier, just as you breathe at night when you are deep and sound asleep. Let the relaxation spread from your chest down into your stomach area, into your hips and waist, soothing and relaxing and letting go as you go deeper and deeper into hypnotic relaxation. Now let the relaxation spread into your legs, through the upper part of your legs, spreading down into your knees, into the lower part of your legs, resting, relaxing, and letting go more and more. Let those calf muscles, like all of your muscles, become loose and limp like loose elastic bands. Let the relaxation spread down from your legs into your ankles and into your feet and down to the tips of your toes. Now let the relaxation spread inside your body, through every organ and gland, through every nerve and every muscle. Let all of your muscles grow loose and limp like loose elastic bands. Let the relaxation spread into every tissue and every cell, through every part of your body, relaxing more and more. And let a soothing, comforting blanket of relaxation spread all over your body. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. And with each number I count, you are going to enter a deeper level of hypnotic relaxation. Number 10, every muscle, every nerve becomes more loose, more limp, and more relaxed. Number 9, let a wave of relaxation spread deeply all through your body. Number 8, you're relaxing more with each breath that you take. With each sound that you hear, you're going deeper into drowsy relaxation. Number 7, every muscle and every nerve so loose and limp and relaxed. Number 6, you're drifting down towards a new and deeper level of hypnotic relaxation. Number 5, you're halfway down. When I reach the count of 1, I'll say the words, deeply relaxed now, and you will then be aware that you are more deeply relaxed than you've been before. Number 4, each muscle, every nerve turning loose, relaxing. You're drifting down, deeper and deeper into hypnotic relaxation. Number 3, going down, deeper and deeper into drowsy relaxation. Number 2, on the next number I'll say the words, deeply relax now, and you will then be aware that you are enjoying a very pleasant state of hypnotic relaxation. Number 1, deeply relaxed now. Just relax and go deeper into profound hypnotic relaxation. As you go deeper, you are realizing that each time you relax, you are learning to relax more easily, more deeply, more quickly. From now on, the less effort you make, the more your relaxation develops. As you go deeper, even deeper into your relaxation. In your everyday life, you use the active, dynamic form of relaxation. Relaxed and calm, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, whoever you're with. You're more relaxed, calmer, and more confident, so you are able to be yourself more, to be able to see things in perspective. You cope more effectively, more successfully. You're more confident and positive. You appreciate yourself more. You're peaceful and grounded in the moment. Whatever comes, you have the resources to deal with it. You are strong and resilient. You have phenomenal coping skills. You look after yourself well so that you can look after others. You are letting go of the shoulds and instead asking yourself, what can I do? How am I feeling? What do I need right now? And you give yourself whatever you need. You have all the mental, spiritual, and emotional resources necessary, and you are activating them right now, and you activate them whenever you need them. You are letting go of expectations and outcomes and allowing your subconscious mind, your imagination, to do its perfect work. Each time you sit or lie down to relax, you're learning to relax more and more deeply, more easily, more quickly from now on. And as you continue to rest and relax more and more, you can now let yourself drift off to the most pleasant scenes or images of your imagination. Or if you wish, just follow a relaxing train of thought in your mind as you go deeper and deeper into relaxation. And there are no limits to your relaxation. Each day you are living in the present moment, creatively, spontaneously, feeling more and more at peace and at ease with yourself, more confident and positive in dealing with situations and people, because you are so calm and relaxed in your mind. Your body is calmer and more relaxed, and all of the functions of your body are working better and better from now on. Keeping your mind calm and more relaxed, and keeping your body calm and relaxed. And each time you sit down or lie down to relax, you're learning to relax more and more easily, more and more deeply, more and more quickly from now on. You feel good. You feel peaceful and free, deeply relaxed and calm. And if you ever forget and allow your thinking mind to take over, you gently remember again and remind yourself to take a few deep breaths and to relax and feel peaceful and calm, grounded in the moment. You have everything you need. You're resilient and resourceful, and it feels so good. The words I've said to you here are being absorbed deeply in your mind and are working there in accordance with your own wishes. You feel peaceful and free. You feel deeply relaxed and calm. You are learning the art of relaxation. Each time you relax, you are relaxing more easily, more deeply, more and more quickly from now on. The less effort you make, the more your relaxation responds. As you go deeper, ever deeper into your relaxation. Now I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and then I'll say fully aware. At the count of 5, your eyes are open. You're fully aware then, feeling calm, rested, refreshed, and relaxed. All right. 1. Slowly, calmly, easily, and gently, you're returning to your full awareness once again. 2. Each muscle and nerve in your body is loose and limp and relaxed, and you feel wonderfully good. 3. From head to toe, you're feeling perfect in every way. Physically perfect, mentally perfect, emotionally calm and serene. On number 4, your eyes begin to feel sparkling clear, just as though they were bathed in cold spring water. On the next number I count, eyelids open, fully aware, feeling calm, rested, refreshed, relaxed, invigorated and full of energy. Number 5, you're fully aware now. Eyelids open, take a deep breath and stretch. So, how do you feel? Chilled? Relaxed? Did you feel heavy, like you were sinking into the sofa or the armchair? Did you feel light, as if you were floating? You've got a mirror to hand, the whites of your eyes red. How long did you think that was? Did it seem like, I told you it was going to be 12 minutes, but did it seem like ages? About 45 minutes or something? Or did it seem like it was a split second? All of these are signs of an excellent trance, a wonderful response to the hypnosis. And yeah, I hope you're feeling calm and relaxed now, and you can see the benefits of hypnosis, and I'm really so happy that I could help you. And if you're interested in the audio, if you want this last bit as an audio on your phone, then send me a message or write it in the comments and I'll send it to you. But if you send me a message, then you can pop into each other's messages and I can send you the audio free of charge. Okay. So I'm so pleased that I could help you. If you have any questions, if you're watching this on the replay, please write #replay. And I'd love to hear your responses to the exercises, the fun exercises that we did. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments or send me a message. I'll just check to see if there are any more messages coming in. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. That was amazing. Until my daughter started singing in the shower, I was totally gone. Okay, but you can also learn, Julie, to switch, just completely ignore that. It might be loud, but the more you practice with the hypnosis and letting go, the more you can just ignore that. I've done hypnosis in a classroom before. I was in front of the class, my teacher was hypnotizing me, and there was all fidgeting and everything going on, people going in and out to the bathroom, to the loo. But I was still in trance and it just didn't bother me whatsoever. So that's something you can practice. Right, you felt energized at the same time, Caroline. Wonderful. Yeah, exactly. It awakes the energy and the power within you. It's so exciting. I love hypnosis so much, as you probably could guess. I feel awake. Thank you so much. Wonderful, because you had a horrible night's sleep, I think, didn't you? That was you. Yes, and I'll send you the audio. Yeah, and I'll send you the audio too. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, if you've got any questions, if you want the audio, you're listening to this on replay, just send me a message. Otherwise, I'll see you around in the group. Bye.